1-4, or you could go Small Fire Mario and power up in 1-3 only, and then also power up in 1-4. So we are underway in GTAce, choosing to power up in 1-1 and 1-2. So he has grabbed the power up and he's already into the underground. Dodgemasterdooley just a little bit behind, also powered up in 1-1. You will want to end this timer ideally with a 365, as GTAce does. 366 would give you 6 fireworks because of getting that 6 in the ones digit. So you don't want to get a 6 in the ones digit, and that would give you 6 fireworks, which would give you about a 3-second time loss. So we'll see GTAce grab the power up here in 1-2 and turn into Fire Mario. GTAce through the Koopa Goomba section, and meanwhile Dodgemasterdooley, he will grab power up as well. And GTAce blasting his way through with a 352 on the timer, so he's going to have to do a buffer jump here to avoid getting a 6 in the ones digit of the timer as well. He gets the 345, and he will be on to 1-3. Meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley taking a hit in the Piranha Plant section there, so he's going to try to figure out where he wants to repower up. It looks like he'll be doing so in 1-3 and maybe 1-4. Alright, and GTAce, he is through 1-3, perfect 260 on the timer. When you've already grabbed power-ups in 1-1, 1-2, 1-3 becomes pretty much a trivial level. You don't have to grab any power-ups or anything. Meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley, he takes a death to the Goomba there. That's unfortunate. And GTAce is going to make his way through 1-4 to face Bowser. You do want to kill Bowser with fire. It is faster to kill Bowser with fire, even if you have to stop for a little bit. You want to kill Bowser with fire here. 2 fireballs. And touch the axe, and Mario will go immediately over to see Toad. If you didn't shoot those fireballs and kill Bowser and you just touched the axe, you'd have to wait for the bridge to collapse. Then you would have to wait not only for the bridge to collapse, Bowser to fall in the lava, and that would cost you several seconds. So the right thing there is GTAce just shooting Bowser out of the way. Meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley grabbing power up in 1-3. And Dodgemasterdooley through 1-3, while GTAce is through 2-1. He will be heading into the first water section. That will be in 2-2, and we'll see what strategy he employs here. I think he's going to use fireballs and try to fire everything out of the way. And not sure what's going on over here with Dooley, but GTAce is going through 2-2 and looking good. Oh, there he goes. And Dooley takes a death, and unfortunately that's 3 deaths, so he will have to go all the way back to the beginning of the game, 1-1. Meanwhile, GTAce heading into 2-3. So we got a cheap dash here for GTAce. And meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley starting back over in 1-1. GTAce, is he going to go for Flagpole Glitch? No, he will not go for Flagpole Glitch. Just takes a normal 2-3. And Dodgemasterdooley, meanwhile, heading back into 1-1. He actually doesn't take the underground section since he lost his power-up. He's going to grab one here and take the overworld part. GTAce takes a little bit of a tumble there in 2-4. He's going to have to watch out for the Bowser Fire. And a couple dodges there, and GTAce is through 2-4. on his way into 3-1. A little bit of a tough Bowser kill there because he took that tumble into the pit there. But he recovered nicely into 3-1. 3-1 for GTAce shouldn't be too difficult. The hardest part in 3-1 is the stairs at the very end. There will be 2 Koopas, and you're going to want to shoot the first out of the way. And the second Koopa, you'll have the option of either shooting him out of the way or jumping over him. So we'll see what strategy GTAce employs here. He does the turnaround jump for the second Koopa. Meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley has powered up in 1-2. And looking clean through 1-2 at this point. Oh, but takes a hit to a Goomba once again. And falls in the pit, so unfortunate death there for Dodgemasterdooley. GTAce perfect through 3-1, and that level in 3-2. Some fairly straightforward platforming. You hear the fireballs right there. Da, da, da. He shot 3 fireballs in line with the music. That is the Goofy Chocobo strategy to despawn one of the Goombas right in front of the stairs. That gives you a little bit more room to get past the Goomba set and get up on the stairs. So thank you, Goofy, for that wonderful despawn strategy. And GTAce making his way into 3-3. I think because of that that issue he had in the 2-4 Bowser, he won't know what frame rule he's on in 3-4, so he is going to just have to play 3-4 probably a little bit safe. Dooley, meanwhile, powering back up in 1-3. Yeah, and GTAce takes the beginning Podoboo a little safe there. And he will come up to the Podoboo Gauntlet. Nice low Podoboos, and then a high one there at the end. Good job dodging all the Podoboos. Bowser blocks the fireball with his own fire. And GTAce with a 258 at the end of 3-4. Meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley coming through 1-4. And it'll be his chance to get out of World 1. He's going to face Bowser here. 5 fireballs on Bowser, nicely done, and he is on his way into World 2. Meanwhile, GTAce is in 4-1. We will see if he tries to do a little bit of a flagpole glitch here or not. 4-1, probably the easiest and most comfortable level in the speedrun for the runners. Yeah, he does go for flagpole glitch and doesn't quite get it. He will make his way into 4-2, where there is a couple of different options on the route you want to take. You can take either the top route or the bottom route. So I believe GTAce will take the bottom route, but we will see. Meanwhile, Dooley going through 2-1 without losing his power-up at this point. Hopefully no commentator's curse. And Dooley unfortunately taking a hit right at the end of 2-1. That is my fault there, guys. My fault. And GTAce, perfect 350 into the pipe in 4-2, and he will hit the flagpole at a 344, making his way into 4-3. Dooley swimming in 2-2. Alright, GTAce is trying to get what we call the Sky Boots pixel. That would be where you don't slow down in 4-3 and you jump from a very specific 2-frame window. Unfortunately, his stream had a little bit of lag there, so I couldn't tell if he got the Sky Boots pixel or not. We were able to see from the coin flash. Yes, he did get the Sky Boots pixel, so he saved the optimal frame rule in 4-3. Like I said, if he jumps from a 2-frame window, he watches slide down the flagpole and be 1 pixel above the base of the block. If you're resting on the block, that takes longer. Oh, and GTAce with a swag clip in 4-4. Let's go. It is faster and swaggy, so nicely done by GTAce on the clip there. And he gets forward Bowser, 350 on the timer. Really good 4-4 for GTAce. Dooley, meanwhile, powering up in 2-3. As GTAce makes his way into 5-1. Oh, and Dooley takes a tumble right at the end of 2-3. There is a checkpoint, so he will be halfway through the level, but he has to be careful, otherwise he will game over once again. Alright, Looks like he's clean through 2-3 this time. And GTAce coming up into 5-2. We'll see if the bullet bill shoots. It does not. GTAce plays the safe strategy there. Wise move, I think. And he will continue on. So he's going to try to get a 345 on the timer here, since 347 would be optimal, but he did play a safer strategy to start the level to ensure he kept his power up. Dooley has to be very, very careful here. He has 1 life left, so we don't want to see a game over. He can damage boost through Bowser here, hits the axe, and he is into World 3. So he made it into World 3 without having to take the game over at the end of World 2 and going back to 2-1. So very good for Dooley there to get into World 3. Meanwhile, GTAce in 5-3. Will he get any of the dreaded, nasty, bad bills? One kind of there, but he does well to dodge him. Great job by GTAce getting through 5-3 perfectly. Meanwhile, Dooley not taking an intentional game over here in 3-1. He's going to power on through. He has grabbed a power-up and going to try to get the star here as well. GTAce, you see that hesitation under the coin block? That is on purpose. That is to set up good fire bars, guaranteed good fire bars right there in that tunnel section. So he got the good fire bars. He's going to play a safe strategy here to avoid getting hit by the Potaboos. Oh, and one of the fireballs missed on Bowser, and GTAce is going to take a hit. Meanwhile, you see Dooley on the left doing the infinite one-up strategy here, hopefully to give himself enough lives to not game over. Very interesting strategy there by Dooley. So we'll see how many lives he picked up. He has Crown C lives, so if any of you know what Crown C is, that's how many lives he has. GTAce, meanwhile, grabbing the power-ups. There are 2 that are pretty comfortable to get in 6-1, so good job by GTAce. Getting all powered up and back on the way in World 6. You definitely want to make sure you have Fire Flower going into 6-2. 6-2 has so many Piranha Plants that you want to shoot out of the way. Dooley getting through 3-2 this time. Alright, so 6-2, one of the more fun levels. You get to shoot all the Piranha Plants out of the way. It's definitely hard to learn at first when you're new to Warpless, but once you got it down, it is probably one of the more fun levels in the whole speedrun. GTA's plowing his way through 6-2 at this point. Shoots a Goomba. He is going to have to do a little bit of a slowdown right there to avoid getting a 3 on the timer. Perfect, and Dooley through 3-3 with a 255 on the timer as Big Mario. GTAce will go into 6-3, and again, there's a couple options. You can either go the top route or the bottom route here on 6-3. Bottom route, probably a little bit tougher as far as safety. Top route is safer. Bottom route, you could accidentally bunk your head on a platform there, so it's not usually recommended for races because you don't want to bonk your head there. And Dooley, well done in 3-4, 257 on the timer. GTAce through 6-3 without any problems at all. There can be occasionally some bad bills, or at least not some bad ones, maybe some tough ones to deal with, and none there for GTAce. He is in 6-4 now, which is a rehash of 1-4. The issue is there's more Potaboos, more fire bars, and just generally a little bit more treacherous. But other than that, the layout is the same as 1-4. And nicely done by GTAce. 257 on the timer in 6-4. Dooley, meanwhile, got through World 3. He's in 4-1 now, and has not powered up in 4-1. He is Small Mario right here, but there are a couple power-ups you can grab in 4-2. GTAce, meanwhile, in 7-1. Very good level to have fire with because of that Hammer Bro right there, and there's more Hammer Bros right here, so it's very, very good that he had Fire Flower and he was able to deal with the Hammer Bros no problem and get the optimal 352 on the timer. So we'll see if Dooley tries to power up here. He grabs the first power up, and there's another one right after this Goomba section on that coin, or on that question block there. He gets that one as well, and he waits for the elevator, and we'll head up to the top of 4-2. GTAce into 7-2. This is once again a rehash of 2-2, but again, kind of like 6-4, a little more treacherous. In this case, more bloopers, more cheap cheeps. So these tighter sections can become even tighter than in 2-2 with some extra enemies, and there's always the dreaded bad blooper potential at the end of 7-2. Alright, Dooley powering up the fire, and GTAce does get the bad blooper. He is going to wait it out. And gets a 306. You want to actually exit with a 316 for optimal, but because of that bad blooper, he decided to make sure he kept his power up. Very smart decision, and not have to deal with the bad blooper. I mean, you know, not have to challenge it, I should say, and potentially lose his power up there. So they are both in the -3s, Dooley 4-3, GTAce 7-3, both as Big Fire Mario. Dooley nicely done in 4-3, and GTAce, no problems in 7-3 as well. He's going to go for the flagpole glitch here. Got it. Nicely done by GTAce with the beautiful FPG. Alright, 7-4 is a maze level, as is 4-4. That's why you're going to see these runners take some what look like convoluted paths here, but they're both intentionally going these different ways because you need to hit trigger points based off of your vertical height at a certain X position. So that's why it looks like they might take some funny paths through the level, but that is to make sure that they don't loop the maze and have to go around and around and around again. So both players handling the maze levels very, very well. GTAce coming into World 8 as Big Fire Mario. It's great to have fire here. You don't have to do pipe jumps or anything like that. You can just snipe these piranha plants out of the way. Dooley grabbing the star here in 5-1, and he'll be able to just chug on through 5-1 into 5-2. GTAce, meanwhile, clean through 8-1 at this point. Hits the star block there to make sure he lowers the flagpole by 1 pixel to get the optimal frame rule. And Dooley will start 5-2. Let's see if Dooley gets a bad bill. No problems at the start of 5-2 for Dooley. GTAce gets the perfect 200 in 8-1. And Dooley, nice duck jump there. Hammer Bros cooperated. And it seems he's found his groove after a rough start. Dooley really doing nice after doing the 1-up trick. He hasn't lost a single life after doing the 1-up trick, so really nicely done by Dodgemasterdooley. GTAce, meanwhile, in 8-2. Gonna brush off the pipe, shoot the piranha, a couple fireballs to try to take out the Koopas. And nice safe strategy on the stairs there. Dooley, meanwhile, dodging the bills, living up to his name. Wow, what a dodge by Dooley! That was incredible! He gets a 256 on the timer, but hey, that's better than losing your power up there. That was sick stuff by Dodgemasterdooley, living up to his name. Throwing the moves. Alright, GTAce in 8-3. Hammer Bro Gauntlet. Let's hope he doesn't get into the Troll Hammer Bros. He did, but he dealt with it nicely. And 242 on the timer. Unfortunately, Dooley taking a spill at the elevator section of 5-4 for Crown B lives. But solid run by Dooley after finally getting the infinite lives. He finally takes his first death in 5-4. Meanwhile, GTAce into 8-4, heading into the wall jump room. He's going to do the 2-frame setup and nail the wall jump. Nicely done. Meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley coming through the Potaboo Gauntlet here at the end of 5-4, waiting on Bowser, and touches the axe. GTAce into the water section of 8-4. And a nice swim by GTAce in the water section here. He's just got this Hammer Bro, shoots him out of the way. Doesn't get a low Potaboo, amazingly enough for GTAce, and gets through Bowser's Hammers, finishing with a time of 19:30. Get your GGs out for GTAce. Well done, sir. And very nice run, 19:30 to take the win against Dodgemasterdooley. Meanwhile, let's cheer Dooley on as he tries to finish up. He is in 6-1 and has powered all the way back up to Big Fire Mario. So great job there by Dodgemasterdooley. Unfortunately, his audio is not usable at this point in time, so we're just going to have to stick with GTAce's game-ending audio here. All right, and Dodgemasterdooley grabbing the star here to get through the end of 6-2. If we had his audio, you'd hear a very cool thing. Because he walked to the castle with the star playing, it's still actually playing playing funny music there at the end of the level, but unfortunately we don't get to hear it, but that is all right. He is into 6-3. He got through 6-2 cleanly, so good to keep your fire power there, and into 6-3 for Dooley. Looks like we have GTAce here, getting ready for an interview. He is allowed to come on up. So GTAce, whenever you are ready, you may come on up. Oh, it looks like we do have Dodgemasterdooley's audio here. Or no, maybe that's GTAce's microphone. I can't tell what that is. I hear somebody's audio. Oh, I know what it is. I hear Dodgemasterdooley's audio in the background. I pulled his stream open trying to look to see if he had audio. Confusing myself there, but Dodgemasterdooley, nicely done in 6-4, and we do have GTAce up here, waiting for him to unmute his microphone, and we will talk to him. GTAce 1930, congrats on the win. Walk us through your run.
Well, it was definitely interesting. I think what happened in 2-4 was it either dropped my input or my thumb just slipped, and I fell in the pit. And then at that point, I just had to play everything safe, because I do use the spreadsheet, but I was way far off of it at that point. Right.
Yeah, we saw you take that into the pit there in 2-4, but at least kept your firepower and moved on, but then absolutely not on the spreadsheet at that point. So safe strategies. The other spot I think that happened was the Bowser kill in 5-4 is where you lost your power-up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, one of my fireballs went under him or something, and you can only have 2 fireballs on screen, so even though I was spamming, no more fireballs were coming out. So
exactly.
I took the hit.
But in the level, or I should say the castle before 5-4, you had the very swag 4-4 clip in the 350 4-4. That was pretty nice.
That was probably the best 4-4 ever done in a race.
Nice, yeah. I know you've gotten some very solid 4-4s in PB attempts, and you also got a flagpole glitch. 7-3, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7-3, so very cool.
I went for 4-1, but didn't quite. I FFO'd or something. Not quite.
Yeah. So that was your first match of the tournament. You still have a couple more, one against Dr. Mustache and then also one against Miniland. 2 very good runners. Miniland has a 1913 and Dr. Mustache a 1919. How do you feel about the rest of your group here?
Well, as long as I don't fall in the pit in 2-4, I think we'll be decently fine.
Yeah,
it's definitely a lot more nerve-wracking.
For sure.
Forward.
Yep. So Dodgemasterdooley, unfortunately, taking a death there in 7-2. But GTAce, I just wanted to congratulate you again on your win. Feel free to hang out here and commentate or go if you want. It's up to you.
Well, I guess I'm not busy, so.
Exactly. So this tournament format this year, what do you think of the format in general?
I liked the old way personally, just because there was the whole seeding process. And I'm not a huge fan of randomizing placements and stuff in group stages, but I don't run tournaments, so what do I know?
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of ways to run a tournament. We could have seeded the top seed. We could have seeded everybody in the group stage. We could have just gone bracket style. We figured we shake it up a little bit this year and see what people think. And at least it guarantees everybody 3 matches. So you have at least 2 more to go. Overall, we've got a handful of matches in here, but still a long way to go. Meanwhile, Dodgemasterdooley up to crown 8 lives. He did the 1-up trick there in 3-1 on the stairs. So
Nice. I was
yeah, I don't.
confused for a second.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I saw crown 8 lives in a race, but he, like I said, he unfortunately took a game over in World 1, and the smart move going forward was to grab those extra lives, and he is going through the end of 7-3 and will make his way into 7-4. Do you have any predictions for this tournament? Who do you think we'll see maybe in the Final 4 or something like that? Besides yourself, of course.
Make it in there. Yeah. All my other tournaments, I've gone out pretty early, so I need to not do that.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Anything can happen, especially with the new way this tournament's been done. So
yeah, I do think in the bracket stage, because it will be best 2 out of 3 for every bracket matchup, it does tend to favor the higher seeds a little bit more, just because one race and they don't get upset if a one and done. In this case, it does favor the higher seeds a little bit more, but we are also seeding for the bracket stage, so we have 19 people going through, so there will be seeds 1 to 19 based off of their average time in the group stage. So it's important for all of you listening who may be in the tournament. If you take a hit or a death or whatever, don't game over, don't forfeit, keep going along, because if you do make the bracket stage, your average time will be determined how you are seated in the group stage. So do not forfeit if at all possible. And thankfully, Dooley hasn't forfeited. He is now into 8-1. He has grabbed the star. Wise move there, I think, especially as small Mario. That way you can just plow, as you see right here, plowing through all the enemies. And he will make his way into 8-2, hopefully very shortly. Hopefully no commentator's curse. I had a really bad commentator's curse earlier on Dooley, but thankfully I didn't get you with the curse, GTAce.
I would have been quite upset.
Yeah, I'm very happy I didn't get you, but commentator's curse
very
is
real.
Oh yeah, very much a real thing.
That's why I'm keeping silent.
Exactly. So, Dooley into 8-2. I think he's at, crown 8 or crown 9 lives. So, plenty of health. Gonna grab the mushroom here and head to the end of the stage. Let's see what he does here. Over the big gap, gonna wait on the piranha plant, and he's actually gonna do the despawn strategy there. So I was wondering if that's what he was gonna do. So if you go down that pipe and then come up, there are normally 3 Koopas there, 3 green bouncing Parakoopas. But if you take the pipe there, they just get out of dodge, so not in your way. And Dooley gonna head into 8-3, the Hammer Bro Gauntlet as Big Mario. Pretty sure we'll see him try to power up on this first Hammer Brother section.
Out of Dodgemasterdooley.
I like it. He actually, you didn't have a chance to see this, of course, but in 5-3, he had one of the craziest dodges you will ever see, living up to his namesake. He landed, I think, like last possible frame on a bullet bill before taking a hit, and so he didn't take the hit, and then bounced off the bullet bill onto another Koopa. It was wild stuff.
5-3 sure is a level.
Oh yeah, and I think. Yeah, he just has enough room. I know the edge of the screen is a little bit different for everybody, depending on what they do with the cropping of Amarek or emulators and their TV and stuff. But he did have enough room there to grab that power-up, which will let him get through the Hammer Bro Gauntlet. Now the main thing is just make sure you don't take a spill on the stairs section at the end of 8-3. He got it. He's into the final level. He has plenty of lives, so let's all root on Dodgemasterdooley in 8-4. Crown 9, let's go.
Plenty of chances.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you need them. 8-4 is even more of a level.
Oh yeah, it is. It is definitely a level, and especially if you don't get the wall jump here, which he is not set up for a wall jump. We'll see if he even tries to go for it or if he just does the coin block. Just does the coin block. Good move there. And gets into the next room. Yeah, if you're small Mario and maybe you miss the wall jump or get a bad cheap there, he's got to wait on the piranha plant. No cheaps came. Makes it through, and he is into the water section. 2 rooms to go for Dodgemasterdooley. Waiting out the fire bar. Gets a swim in there under the fire bars and coming up to the last room. Let's see what happens here. Big full jump, kills the hammer bro. Got a low Podoboo. Nicely done. I was GTAce. I was saying you didn't get a low Podoboo for once. It was amazing, and you got through Bowser without taking a hit.
Now I feel bad for Dooley. That was my curse.
Yeah, you are champion of unfortunate luck in the final room of Warpless, but you got the good luck today. And Dodgemasterdooley closing out with a time in SRL of 30:47. So GG's for Dodgemasterdooley. Well done. I'm not so sure if he is going to be coming up in here for an interview, but either way, get your GG's out in chat. And let me just check with him. We'll see what he responds, but yeah, good job by both runners. And Dooley with after he game overed him 1-1, he did a great job of recovering, making sure he got to the end of 3-1 to do the infinite lives trick. And then after he did the infinite lives trick, much better gameplay there from Dooley. So great job from him, and we will see if he wants to do an interview. I haven't heard from him in the SRL chat room. But he's tired and he's gonna go to bed. So alrighty, that'll do it. GTAce once again, GG's. Also GG to Dodgemasterdooley. You got any final thoughts, final words here, GTAce?
Well, personally, I hope I do a little better in my next couple of races because it's definitely gonna matter a lot more going forward.
No doubt. Alrighty. Well, that is going to do it for today's edition of the Super Mario Bros. 1 Warpless tournament. But don't go anywhere, of course. We have a lot of different matches coming up in the tournament. So our next scheduled match is tomorrow night between Sweets to the Sweet and TJK. That one we had to reschedule to tomorrow. It was supposed to be just for this one, but Sweets having some weather issues, which caused an internet issue. No worries for Sweets. We'll reschedule that for tomorrow. Got a couple races on Wednesday. And also we want to thank our friends here at SpeedGaming for hosting this tournament. Right now over on SpeedGaming 4, there's a link to the randomizer going on, and also on SpeedGaming 3, Super Metroid Plus, a link to the past randomizer. So make sure to check out those events going on, and of course, thank you once again to SpeedGaming. That's going to do it for this edition. I will see you all on the next episode, and have a great night, everyone.